Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Game 3 today. St. Mary's, the Spartans, taking on Cardinal Spellman. St. Mary's 2-1. Spellman looking to get to 2-2. They're 1-2. St. Mary's is going to kick it off. St. Mary's trying to make it 2 out of 3 wins for the city. Tech lost for the first time this year early in the morning at 10 o'clock with a tough loss to Northeast by 2 points. Little squib kick. Matt Kelly
On the return.
got a couple of yards. He's going to get to the 45 of Spellman.
Cardinal Spellman takes over first and 10, ball from their own 45-yard line.
So first and 10 as we're underway. So Tech lost a tough 2-point game. They missed a 2-point conversion on their last touchdown coming from way back. They had a great effort. And then Saugus put on a terrific effort against English. English had over 500 yards of offense, over 300 passing. And they held on at the end, ran the clock out, and won it by 7. In the backfield, and in the backfield was the St. Mary's defense.
Javier Marrero, the ball carrier.
Terrence Valentine made the stop at the 39. They lost 6 on the play. Yeah, the English game, Bangura ran for over 190 and caught a pass for 95. He came very close to having 300 yards of offense. Looking to throw, in trouble, flushed out. Turning the corner, might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. Jack Grafton, the quarterback, flushed out. He's looking to throw the ball.
Gain of 6 on the play.
So they lost 6, they gained 6. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Ball for Cardinal Spellman, 35.
St. Mary's coming off a tough loss against Catholic Memorial. They moved way up in divisions. Both teams had an open date, and they hooked up. Now, double wideouts to either side. Motion coming to the near side. They try to run straight ahead, and they got crunched. Mike Finneman.
Mike Finneman on the carry.
No gain.
No gain on the play.
And they're going to have to kick it away. Well, the defense comes up big. High short kick. Takes a little bit of a Spellman bounce. It's going to go out at the 40-yard line.
Spellman's punt goes out of bounds. First and 10, St. Mary's.
They're going to call it out at the 41.
Ball from their own 41-yard line. Folks, the concession stand on the home side of the field is open.
A 14-yard punt.
So hot dogs and nachos.
Gives St. Mary's some pretty good field position at the 41. Derek O'Leary is the quarterback. This wing tee, wide out to the near side. Running straight ahead, getting a hole. And getting a pretty big hole. Jalen Echeverria.
Kelly in on the tackle.
The Spellman 48.
First and 10, St. Mary's ball from the Cardinal Spellman.
Picked up
28.
11, so they pick up a first down on their first play. First down of the ball game. Jalen, the co-MVP of the Catholic Central Basketball League. Now the wide out to the near side. Coming to the near side. Turning the corner. Staying on his feet. Slipping a tackle. He's gone. He got to the sideline, broke it back about 3 feet inside, and went 48 yards for the touchdown.
Jalen Echeverria.
59 yards in 2 plays, 2 carries by Echeverria. Two plays, 2 first downs. More importantly, a touchdown. And all of a sudden on the scoreboard, it says St. Mary's is leading 24-0. They wish that was true. Now they get it back right. They shift everywhere. They run it off the right side. In for the 2-point conversion. George Freeman, he's had a few of those
Conversion by George Freeman is
in the early season.
Mary's 8, Cardinal Spellman nothing.
8-0 very quickly. We haven't played 3 minutes. Well, St. Mary's will kick it off very quickly for the second time. But this time they're leading it 8-0. Head coach Sean Driscoll doing a nice job in his first year here at St. Mary's, coming over from Winthrop. Settling in. Taking over for Matt Durgan, who certainly put this program on the map. They bounce it off, and St. Mary's is going to have the football.
Spellman fumble recovered by St. Mary's. St. Mary's takes over 1st and 10. Ball for Cardinal Spellman, 48.
Zach Bodden scooped it up. They kicked a line drive. It bounced off the middle lineman, the up front guy in the receiving corps, and bounced all the way back to midfield. And Bodden wound up falling on it at the 48-yard line. So St. Mary's back in business. Looking to throw. But, and he got a foot in. That's a nice job. Echeverria not only caught it, but he got a foot in bounds.
Derek O'Leary's pass complete to Jalen Echeverria.
20 yards on the play. They put it down at the 28-yard line. So right now, things going St. Mary's way.
1st and 10. St. Mary's ball for
Not like the
Cardinal
pros, you don't have to
Spellman,
get 2 down. He did a great job going up and catching the ball, but an even better job getting a foot down in bounds. Coming to the near side, they wrap him up and they throw him out of bounds.
Jalen Echeverria on the carry. Tackled by number 42, Brian Morrow. Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9.
They put it back at the 28. No gain on the play. Oh, 2nd and 10 from the 28. Motion, they give it to Echeverria, going to the far side, looking for a block. Turns the corner, gets downfield. They just grab him and threw him out of bounds. He looked like he might be going.
Pushed out of bounds.
So everything so far has been Jalen Echeverria. They put the ball at the 8.
First and goal, St. Mary's. Ball at the
First and goal from the 8. They keep it. Did he get in? They're not going to give it to him, I don't think. They're going to give him to the 1. That was Doherty with the fake.
Connor Donahue on the quarterback keep.
Second and goal from the 1, actually
On 6
inside
on
the 1.
play. Second down and
Look at the
goal.
cheerleaders from
Just
St. Mary's.
inside the 1 yard line.
Doherty's a long run back to the huddle to bring the play. Let's see if they just run a quarterback sneak here. You can see the ball inside the 1. Quarterback sneak. He gets some help from his friends. He's in for the touchdown.
On the quarterback keep and the St. Mary's touchdown.
.48 yards in 5 plays. They take advantage of the recovery off the fumble on the kickoff after the first touchdown. We got 6.5 minutes left in the first period. St. Mary's has put 14 points and 107 yards of offense and 4 first downs on the stat sheet. And I'm assuming they're going to look for 2 again. Let's hope the young man's going to be okay. You hate to see anybody get hurt, either side. And nice to see him up and at least semi-walking out on his own. Looks like it's his left leg or ankle that he's favoring. Doherty brings the play back. St. Mary's will look for 2. Waiting for the player to get off the field. And now they say run the clock. Well, let's see if they shift from here. And they do. Off the right side, easy pickings for Freeman again.
George Freeman on the 2-point conversion. 6:30 left in the first quarter. St. Mary's 14. Correction, 16.
16-0. The Spartans, they get 2 touchdowns, 2 conversions. And we've only played 4.5 minutes. And they'll kick off again. That last kick, it wasn't really an onside kick. They kicked sort of ground balls, line drives. And when they kicked it right off the up man in the front line for Spellman. It bounced off the lineman and went down, and easy pickings for Zach Bodden to fall on it. So they're 2 for 2 possessions and touchdowns. And they do it again. Ground ball at the 25. Trying to turn the corner. They might have got to the 30-yard line.
Amado on the return. Cardinal Spellman takes over 1st and 10.
Amari Amado with the return. They put it at the 30. So 5-yard return. Spellman will have the ball for the second time. Wide out to the far side. Trying to run straight ahead, not getting very much. Jovan Marrero will give him 2 to the 32.
Gain of about 3 on the play, second down and 7.
Second down and 8 from the 32-yard line.
Cardinal Spellman, 32.
Again, the wide out to the far side. They go double wing. Motion coming to the near side. They pitch to the near side. And they run into their own man. Marrero again ran into his own man. He looked like he might get around the corner. They gained nothing on the play. The wing out front trying to block for Marrero. Wound up blocking Marrero. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. And now they send 2 wideouts, 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side as they go shotgun. Looking to throw. They're looking to set up the screen. Looked like it was picked off. It got tipped up in the air. Jack McGuire, there's the replay. Jack McGuire picked it off.
St. Mary's takes over, 1st and 10, ball for Cardinal Spellman, 31.
So they have it at the 31. First and 10 from the 31. Just under 5 minutes left in this first period. St. Mary's already scored twice. They got a fumble on a kickoff. Now they get an interception. That was a nice, good heads up by Jack McGuire. Echeverria trying to turn the corner, cuts it back up the middle, and gets inside the 25.
Colin Tracy with the tackle.
They put it at the 24.
7 on the play. Will bring up a 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 as he picked up 7.
Cardinal Spellman, 24.
He's approaching 100 yards, and we haven't played a period yet. To the right side, that's Freeman.
George Freeman, the ball carrier. Tackle made by 79, Colin Tracy.
They push him forward. They give him a yard to the 23.
Gain of 1 on the play. Play will bring up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2.
Spellman, 22.
From the 23. You keep by Doherty. More than enough for the first down inside the 15.
On the Doherty, the ball carrier. There was a flag on the play. Penalty against Cardinal Spellman for face mask.
Face mask.
Half the distance to the goal, 1st and 10, St. Mary's.
They got to the 13 for 10. And a first down.
Correction, 1st and goal, St. Mary's.
Now they put it down to the 7. And that's another first down. So 1st and goal. We'll call it the 7. It's halfway between the 7 and the 6. There'll be under 3 minutes left in the period when they snap the ball. Running straight ahead, Echeverria. In for the touchdown.
7 yards out.
"31 yards in 4 plays.
Score, St. Mary's
11
22,
plays by
Cardinal
St.
Spellman.
Mary's, 3 touchdowns, and we still have 3:04 left in the period. Now, let's see if they give it to Freeman again for the 2-point conversion. They give it to Echeverria. Turns the corner and walks in. He had an army of blue shirts out in front.
2-point conversion by Jalen Echeverria is good.
So they're 3 for 3 touchdowns possessions, and they're 3 for 3 2-point conversions.
St. Mary's 24. Cardinal Spellman nothing.
So they go 31. They really only had to go 26 with that 6-yard penalty. They only had to go 25. And once again, Freeman will kick it off. Another ground ball. At the 25. Up the near sideline. Getting knocked out of bounds.
Damari Amato on the
Mari
return.
Amato.
Zach Barton on the tackle. Cardinal Spellman takes over 1st and 10. Ball off their own 38-yard line.
So from the 38 is where they'll put it in play. A tick under 3 minutes left in this period. Again, a long day, 3 football games, morning, afternoon, and now night. St. Mary's trying to give Lynn actually a split. Classical lost last night, but they're trying to make it 2 out of 3 here on Saturday. Trying to turn the corner, and they're going to get their first down. Marrero. We got a St. Mary's player down.
Javier Marrero, the ball carrier.
Sneaking into St. Mary's territory at the 49.
On a Donahue with the tackle.
13 yards and a first down.
Play results in a first down, 1st and 10, Cardinal Spellman.
They only had 2 yards of offense in their first 2 possessions. They go 6 times that with that run. 13 yards picked up by Marrero. Let's hope the St. Mary's young man is going to be okay. I'm wondering where the baseball softball season goes, and we're going to be halfway to the playoffs. More than halfway. This being the 4th game. They play 7 games leading up to the playoffs. And the young man is up, really favoring that right foot and walking a little more gingerly. Still favor it, not as much as when he got up. And let's hope he's going to be okay. Patrick Henry, he's a big part of their offense and defense. You look at him next to Nicole Cagnon, he makes two of her. She does a great job, the trainer, working with all the St. Mary's athletes. They'll come over to the bench and get looked at. A pitch coming to the near side. Flag on the play. Ball goes up in the air. It's loose. Spellman's going to fall on it, but let's see what the flag is about. There's two flags, one on the near side, one on the far side. That ball went about 10 feet in the air.
With Javier Morano with the ball carrier.
Marrero with the carry. Let's see what the penalty is about. It's against St. Mary's, I think, offside. So they'll take the penalty. I think they only got about 5 yards anyway, but they'll get 5 yards with the penalty, and it'll be first down instead of second down. Three wideouts to the far side, two to the near side. Trying to turn the corner. Hit, knocked down after maybe a yard. That's Marrero again.
Marrero the ball carrier.
They gave him 2 to the 42.
Two on the plate.
Second and 3.
In 3 ball.
Thanks to that offside penalty. Lobbing it up, caught, and they drag him out of bounds.
Grafton's pass complete to number 24, Shane Foley.
Harden knocked him out of bounds.
And 14 on the play.
Shane Foley with the catch. They pick up a first down to the 25, 17 yards on the pass play. First and 10 from the 25. They keep everybody tight. The wing is to the far side. The wing gets the handoff, coming back to the middle. Hit and dropped.
Shane Foley, the ball carrier. Jack McGuire with the tackle.
Shane Foley
2 on the plate. Second down and 8.
Gets to the 23.
23.
Second and 8 from there as we're winding down this first period. Under a minute and counting. Grafton is the quarterback, bringing the play back from the sideline. They send wideouts right and left, and they go I formation for the first time. Looking to throw, and they overthrew. They had him open. He went down and just button hooked, and he threw it over Foley's head. It'll be 3rd and 8, and obviously 4 down territory here. Get a look at the Spellman huddle. Again, Grafton brings the play back from the huddle. Now they're gonna, I thought they were gonna go triple stack. I was thinking of Gary Zaverka. A wing to the far side. Dropping, rolling, in trouble. Into the end zone, it's caught. Touchdown.
Grafton's pass
Dan
completed
D'Ambrosio
number
made a great catch in the end zone, and give Grafton credit, he was running for his
7.
life.
Touchdown. 23-yard touchdown pass. Grafton to D'Ambrosio.
Great pass. Look at that nice catch, and he stayed in bounds. Cornadonio had good coverage, but D'Ambrosio just took it away. And he'll go for 2. They pitch it to the motion man. He got in.
Point conversion by Javier Marrero.
Guerrero runs it in.
There were 26 seconds left in the first quarter. St. Mary's 24.
So it's now 24-8. $62 yards in 6 plays. They only had to go 57. It was a 5-yard penalty against St. Mary's. They pick up their first 3 first downs on that drive. They had none in the first 2 possessions. They kick it away, field it at the 31-yard line. Across the 40 and then push back.
Mark Nebo on the return.
Mark Nebo.
Dan Phillips with the tackle.
Boy, they didn't give him any forward progress at all. He got across the 40-yard line. They're going to put it down at the 39.
Correction, 39.
One play, then we'll go into the second period. Coming to the near side, slips a tackle. He's got a step. Echeverria gets bumped out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. We'll have another play.
Pushed out of bounds by Jack Grafton. That results in a St. Mary's first down, 1st and 10 St. Mary's. Ball for Cardinal Spellman, 30-yard line.
31 yards and a first down. Echeverria having himself a big first period, as are the Spartans. They give it to him again, straight ahead. And that should do it for the period.
Echeverria, the ball carrier. Warrior Amato with the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. That is the end of the first quarter.
They gave him to, I think, the 25 or the 26. We'll find out when they change sides. But St. Mary's has a big period. They scored their first 3 possessions. Spellman has come back to close within 24-8. $124 yards for Echeverria rushing. He's got 2 of the 3 touchdowns along with the conversion. St. Mary's will have it 2nd, and I think it's 5. They gave him 4 actually to the 26.
Play resumes. Second down and 6.
Second and 4 for the Spartans as we get set to start the second period. We're going to get that 3-score lead back. Cardinal Spellman cut it to 2 scores. Very tight setup. Motion coming. Snap goes back. Doherty has to fall on it.
St. Mary's fumble recovered by St. Mary's.
Back at the 39. Oh, he lost 13.
Loss of 14 on the play. We'll bring up a third down and 19. Ball
3rd and 19.
39.
So it will look promising. 2nd and 6. Now it's 3rd and 19. The wideout comes to the near side. Running to the near side with a head of steam up. Getting around, little shift and walked in. That's Chevalier again.
Raylan Echeverria, 39-yard touchdown run.
Picking up his 3rd touchdown. This one 39 yards. Here's the replay. There's that little shake and bake. Took one little hesitation like he was going to go inside, froze the defender, and then just went right by him. He's got his 3rd touchdown. St. Mary's has scored in their first 4 possessions. Donahue runs in the conversion.
Score St. Mary's 32, Cardinal Spellman 8.
Oh, everybody getting. We had the English-August game. Every extra point kick was perfect. And there were 12 of them. There were 11 of them between the 2 teams. So it took them 4 plays to go 61 yards. That's including the 13-yard loss. Echeverria ran for 31, and he ran for 39. That's 70 in 2 carries. He's got 167 yards rushing, and we got just about 10 minutes. 2 seconds shy of 10 minutes left to play in the first half. They line drive it back to the 14-yard line, up the near sideline. Nice return by Shane Foley.
Foley on the return.
They'll have it at the 39.
Tripped up by 31, George Freeman. Cardinal Spellman takes over 1st and 10. Ball for St. Mary's 39-yard line.
From the 39, 1st and 10. Getting just about a yard.
Marrero.
In motion getting a handoff, Marrero.
Alacosetti in on the tackle.
They're not going to give him anything. They're going to put it back at the 39. It looked like he
No
fell
gain on
forward.
the play.
They give him nothing. Quarterback keep. Grafton. Looks like he's got a first down. Faked the handoff, ran straight ahead. Gets to the 49-yard line. Picked up 10.
Gain of 10 and a first down. First and 10, Cardinal Spellman. Ball at middle of 49.
Three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. And we got a flag coming in.
Flag on the play.
That generally means somebody moved. Two flags on the play.
Penalty against Spellman for a false start.
So first and 15 for the Cardinals. He double the wideouts to either side. Now motion to the near side. The counter coming up to the backside. And they're going to get a first down. Mark Finneman.
Ball carrier. Pushed out of bounds by Connor Donahue.
Gets into St. Mary's territory. They put it at the 41.
Gain of almost 14 on the play.
15 yards and a first down.
Bring up a second down. Less than a yard. Ball from the St. Mary's 41.
It should have been a first down. The ball is at the 41. The stake is at the 41. They're not giving them the first down. Looking to throw. In trouble. Threw it, hit somebody on the back. It was a lineman. That could very easily be intentional grounding because there was nobody. There wasn't a receiver anywhere near that ball. He rolled out, and they're going to give him, I think.
Flag on the play.
I think they're going to call it intentional grounding. I'm not sure why they didn't. They needed like an inch for a first down. They should have given him the first down in the first place. And that's what it was, intentional grounding. He threw it to a lineman. They lose it down.
Penalty against Cardinal Spellman. Intentional grounding. Play results in a loss of down. We'll bring up a third down.
They lose 9 yards.
And 9 ball for the midfield strike.
So it's third down. Rolling to the far side, in trouble again. Completes it. They were lucky they made something out of nothing.
Grafton's pass, complete to number 33, Jover Marrero.
Marrero from Grafton.
By Duquan.
Not close to a first down.
That results in a 4th and 5.
They picked
ball
up
for St.
5.
Mary's
It's going to be
45.
4th down and 5. It looks like they might be going. Looking at the sideline, discussing it. Ron St. George is the head guy for Cardinal Spellman. We mentioned first-year coach Sean Driscoll for the Spartans. And now we got, I think St. Mary's taking a timeout. I think they thought they were going to punt. Now they wait till they line up to see what they're going to do, and they call timeout. 6:07 showing on the clock left here in the first half. St. Mary's leading at 32-8, scoring on 4 consecutive possessions. Turned an interception into a touchdown. After their first score, kicking off, it bounced off a lineman. They recovered the fumble, turned that into a score. And it's been Echeverria going long range, getting 3 of the 4 scores. Derek O'Leary snuck in from the one for the other one. Spellman cut it to 24-8, the closest they've been, but then St. Mary's at the end of the first, spilling into the second. 4 plays. Echeverria went 31, and then he went 39 for the touchdown. And it looked like Spellman was moving, but all of a sudden now it's 4th and 5. As we got timeout called now by Spellman. They had a first down at the 41.
Timeout, Spellman.
Incomplete pass. They were lucky they didn't lose yardage. And on the second play, running for his life again, Grafton threw it over the middle, hit one of the linemen in the back. There was nobody, there was no eligible receiver anywhere even close. And I said that before they threw the flag. There was, I think St. Mary's might have squawked, and it was a very late flag. St. Mary's is doing this without one of their very good players, Lee Pacheco. Outstanding athlete. Baseball, basketball, football. So a big play here for Spellman. Just over 6 minutes left in the half. 4th and 5. Turning the corner, getting bumped. Second, third effort is going to get him a first down. That's Marrero. So he went for the 4th down and they made it. They needed 5. They got 6.
Play results in a first down. 1st and 10, Cardinal Spellman. Ball from the St. Mary's 39-yard line.
Echeverria came out off the defensive side, limping a little bit. Back in his head, trying to get some yardage, was Finneman.
Tackled by a host of St. Mary's defenders.
If they gave him a yard, he was lucky.
Gain about 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9.
And they did. They gave him a yard.
Ball for the St. Mary's 43.
Motion coming to the near side. Looking to throw. The quick out. He made the catch diving at the 30-yard line. Very nice catch by Foley.
Gain of 7 on the play.
They put it at the 31.
Down to 2.
They picked
Ball
up
for
7.
St. Mary's 31.
3rd and 2, and again, obviously in 4-down territory here. They sent a wide out to the far side. And Coach Driscoll didn't like what he saw. He called a timeout.
30-second timeout. St. Mary's.
30-second timeout. And bring George Freeman over to the sideline to talk to his coach. Well, Spellman would like to get some momentum going in the second half. 2 ticks under 4 minutes left in the first half. They'd like to go down and score and take that in the locker room, and they get the ball to start the second half. But they got a very big hole to dig themselves out of. They're 3 scores down. Hit in the backfield. Not going anywhere. They're going to give him no yardage at all. Marrero got hit, trying to spin away, and
No gain on the play.
just got knocked down again at the 31. So it's going to be 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2. And actually, it's going to be 4th and 2.
Play brings up a 4th and 2. Ball for St.
So a
Mary's
big play
30.
here for the Cardinals. Two wideouts to either side. Motion now to the far side. The keep by the quarterback. I don't think he got there.
Jack Grafton on the quarterback keep.
He didn't gain anything. They're going to put it right at the 31-yard line.
St. Mary's takes over, 1st and 10. Ball from their own 32-yard line.
He lost a yard. Off the St. Mary's left side, getting close to a first down.
George Freeman, the ball carrier.
Freeman with the carry. Out to the 43.
Andy Ambrosio in on the tackle. Play results in a first
Picked up
down.
11 and a first down.
Ball from their own 43.
And I don't know, there was a problem with Dan Ambrosio was going to the sideline. I don't know if they noticed blood somewhere. He's taking his helmet off, going to the sideline, being looked at by the trainer. The official noticed something and stopped the play and said, go to the sideline. So 1st and 10 from the 43. Bouncing off, looking for second effort, and going to lose yardage.
Dale Echeverry, the ball carrier.
And he's going to the sideline. He's limping.
Loss of 2 on the play.
He lost
Second
2.
down and 12. Ball from St. Mary's 41.
Cole Gagnon over to look at Echeverria, who's in quite a bit of pain on the sideline. Coming to the near side, cutting it back to the middle. pushed ahead for a few more yards. That's Connor Donahue.
Shane Foley with the tackle.
Sneaks into St. John's Prep. Cardinal Spellman,
Corrects a 3rd down and 2.
49.
Ball for Cardinal Spellman, 49.
They picked up 9. Not going to go anywhere on that play.
Connor Donahue with the carry. 42, Brian Barlow.
Gave me to the 48.
Stephen McBride in on the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play. They bring up a 4th down and 1. Ball
Need
for Cardinal
a
Spellman.
long one, almost 2. Donahue running out of the backfield. He was the backup quarterback last year to Calvin Johnson. They send the wide out to the far side. That's Falehi. And St. Mary's got a running start.
Flag on the play.
That's going to push it back.
Ball start at St. Mary's. Penalty results in a 4th down and
That'll
6.
put it back to the St. Mary's 47.
47-yard line. That is the end of the first half of the score.
The clock will run out. So the clock stops St. Mary's. They scored on their first 4 possessions. They build up a 32-8 lead over Cardinal Spellman. Looking to go 3-1 on the season, and they're halfway there. So at halftime here at Manning Field, in what's been a long day, St. Mary's trying to make it 2 out of 3 for the city of Lynn here at Manning Field on this Saturday. And they're halfway there on that as well. St. Mary's 32, Spellman 8 at halftime. Picked up at the 25-yard line to kick off. Turn the corner and getting to the 30, slipping and falling. And Brendan Laundry, with the return.
Tripped up by number 50, Dan Phillips. St. Mary's takes over 1st and 10, ball of their own.
At the 30-yard line.
30-yard line. Folks, we have a winner
So
of
that
the
was
50 raffle.
my mistake. I forgot that St. Mary's kicked off. So they get the second. If I was talking about Spellman, maybe closing within a couple and getting the ball.
Collect your winnings in the concession stand and thank you for supporting St. Mary's Athletics.
Echeverria was the story. 165 yards, 3 touchdowns, a point after touchdown, a catch for 20 yards. Almost broke it. And there's a flag coming in. That might be a face mask or a collar tackle. Donahue with the carry.
Gain of 15 on the play. There was a flag on the play.
They're putting it at the 45 for 15.
Penalty against Cardinal Spellman for a face mask.
It's a face mask against Spellman. So that'll give St. Mary's a first down. All the way to the Spellman 40-yard line. So just like that, they're in Spellman territory.
Over 1st and 10, ball for Cardinal Spellman 40-yard line.
They scored on their first 4 possessions. The only thing that stopped them was the clock. Bouncing it to the outside, slipping a couple of tackles, getting down the sideline, and just muscling his way is Freeman.
George Freeman, the ball carrier.
Over, around, and through people. He got to the 15-yard line. He picked up 25.
Gain of 25 on the point. Again, St. Mary's first down. First and 10, St. Mary's. Ball for Spellman, 15.
St. Mary's has only thrown the ball once and completed it for 20 yards. That's part of Echeveria's repertoire. Running to the right side, again, running over people.
George Freeman, the ball carrier.
He got inside the 10 to the 9.
Grafted in on the tackle.
Picked up 6 more.
Gain of about 6 on the play. Second down and 4. Ball for Spellman, 9-yard line.
Second and 4 from the 9. Donahue gets stood up, falls forward.
Donahue, the ball carrier.
I think he's gonna lose a yard to the 10.
Loss of 1 on the play. We bring up a 3rd and 5 ball from the Spellman 10-yard line.
I don't know if we'll see Echeverria again with that foot or ankle problem. He was really in pain on the sideline. There's really no reason right now to get him back in there. Running to the right side. Good penetration by Spellman. We got a flag on the play.
George Freeman, the ball carrier. Dan
Freeman
DeBrasio.
lost yardage. Back to the 14. We had a penalty flag down around the 7-yard line.
Loss of about 4 on the play.
So now the officials are going to discuss what's going on. Thought we were about to get a signal as the referee turned around, but now he's going back into the discussion. Now we're going to get a call.
The flag on the play.
No flag on the play.
No flag on the play.
So they lost 4.
We resume the 4th and 9 ball from the Cardinal Spellman 15-yard line.
They put it right back at the 15. Well, he lost 5. So it's 4th and 10. They need the 5-yard line for a first down. And now they're trying to, they waited a while, now they're going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout
30-second timeout.
by St. Mary's. Well, look, they had a 1st and 10 at the 15. They picked up 6. It was 2nd and 4 from the 9. And all of a sudden they lose 6 in 2 plays. And it winds up right back at the 15-yard line on 4th down. There's a little shot at the stands. Pretty good little crowd here. A little bit, a few people on the other side as well, the Spellman side. A little bit of a haul to come from Spellman. Out around the Brockton way. Looking to throw. Looking for the corner of the end zone, threw it too far. No chance to run under that one. Well, Spellman will take over.
Cardinal Spellman takes over on down. 1st and 10, Cardinal Spellman. Ball from their own 15-yard line.
Only their second attempt. 1 for 2 for 20 yards. Spellman will take over at their 15-yard line. They keep everybody in tight. Motion to the far side. Kind of bounce it out to the outside, skipping around, picking up yardage. Marrero.
Marrero, the ball carrier. Terrence Valentine in on the tackle.
Out to the 23.
Gain of 7 on the play.
The 22.
Second down and 3.
Picked up 7.
Ball for Cardinal Spellman, 23.
The pitch. Second, third effort, I think, got him a first down. Guerrero again. Out to the 25. That
First down, first and 10, Spellman.
they give him the first down.
Ball for their own 25.
They only had 41 yards rushing in that first half. Cinnamon had 16. Marrero had 17. Foley only had 2, but he had 2 catches for 24. Now they pile him up. They blow the whistle. They never get him down. They're still standing up.
Tackled by a host of St. Mary's defenders.
They put it back at the 23. They lost 2.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Second down and 12. As we reach the halfway mark and counting in this third period. Rolling to the near side, looking to throw. They dump it off. Officials looking, saying incomplete. Foley looked like he had it, and when he hit the ground, I think Affolito kind of bumped him and he lost it. So it's going to be 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
Four wideouts, 3 to the near side. A little delay with the handoff. Getting to the outside, going to pick up a first down.
Marrero, the ball carrier.
Marrero again. So they had St. Mary's thinking pass. They said he stepped out at the 34. So he picked up 11.
Results in a 4th down, 4th and 1.
4th and a yard, and I don't think they're going to punt from here down 24. Well, a big play for both teams right here. They don't want to give St. Mary's the ball here. St. Mary's would love to stuff him right here. They go under center. Let's see if there's a quarterback sneak. He veers a little bit to the near side, falls forward. He's got a first down. Good job by Grafton, the quarterback. He didn't go straight ahead. He took a step and a half to his left and got it to the 36. So he picked up 2 in the first down. They double the wideouts to either side. Looking to throw. They dump it out, and they didn't get it to him. Guerrero was there. They put pressure on the quarterback, falling away. He didn't reach him with the pass. Guerrero short hopped it. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 36. Misdirection. I had a steam up, and that's Foley, I think, picking up a first down.
Ball carrier.
They'll move the chains as they get out to the 48-yard line. 12 yards and a first down.
And 12 on the play. And a first down, 1st and 10, Cardinal Spellman. Off their own 48.
Standing to the near side, cutting it back to the middle.
Right on the ball carrier.
Marrero gets to the St. Mary's 45.
Donahue another tackle.
Picked up just about 7.
On the play. 2nd down and 3 off the St. Mary's 45.
Well, maybe 2 stripes of the football away from the 45-yard line. The wing comes to the near side. They go I formation. Faking, rolling, dumping it out. Caught for a first down. And that's Finneman.
Grafton's pass, repeat to number 10, Mike Finneman.
They picked up 6.
Down to the first down.
That's enough for a first down. At the St. Mary's 39.
Ball from the St. Mary's 39.
Be just about 2 minutes left when they snap the football in this 3rd period. The pitch, Guerrero the workhorse, battling just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it almost looked like Australian football. There was a pile of bodies, blue and white shirts, and they pushed him forward to the 33. He wound up picking up 6 when he didn't look like he was going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
Ball for St. Mary's 35.
St. Mary's had the ball once in this period. This is the first possession for the Cardinals as St. Mary's takes the timeout. And we got 1:22 left. The play coming up will be the 12th play of the drive, starting at their own 15-yard line. They'll have it 2nd and 4 as we see Coach Driscoll talking to the troops. The other guy in the huddle with the hands moving all over the place, just turning around towards the camera is Mike Phelps, former coach at Classical, who coached with Matt Durgan, one of the few that stayed on when Matt retired. Second and 4 as we get back to football from the St. Mary's 33. 3 wideouts, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Now they double up on both sides. 1 running back behind Grafton. Grafton with the keep, gets wrapped up from behind.
Grafton on the keep. Dragged down by 31, George Freeman.
Freeman read the play, got in the backfield, and brought him down from behind. They lose 3. So it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Down at 7.
As you get a look right there, Coach Ron St. George talking to his quarterback. Obviously, this is 4-down territory. We're winding down the 3rd period. This could be the last. If it's a running play, this is probably the last play of the period. Little misdirection with Foley. And he doesn't get around Freeman, who got a piece of shirt and dragged him down.
Kane Foley's ball carrier. Dragged down by 31, George Freeman.
They put it back at the 37. He lost another yard.
1 on the play.
So it was 3rd and 4.
Off the St. Mary's.
It's now 4th and 8 as the 3rd period comes to a close.
Lydia score, St. Mary's 32.
So needed, first time we've had a scoreless period. Both teams had the ball only once. Cardinal Spellman had 41 yards rushing in the first half. They've got 42 on this drive that they have to try and complete. They've gone over 100 yards. St. Mary's has 252 yards and 12 first downs. And they're looking at a 4th and 8. From the 37. They need the 29. They go I formation with 2 wideouts to the far side. And now we're going to get a timeout.
Timeout, Spellman.
"11 minutes of football left as we're almost set to start the 4th period. It's been all St. Mary's. They scored in their first 4 possessions. Closest Spellman got was they cut it to 24-8. Big fourth down play here. Looking to throw, dropping back. Throws it deep. Picked off at the 12-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Now, what is the flag about? Brendan Laundrie with the pick. Let's see what the flag is about. He picked it off at the 12. The flag is back near midfield. I don't know if they're calling roughing the passer or... I think it's going to be against St. Mary's. Roughing the passer.
Both penalties are against St. Mary's. Roughing the passer has been refused. Pass interference
They call pass interference.
has been accepted.
I don't know how the pass interference came about when he went up and intercepted the pass. But the ball is going to be at the 22-yard line. Well, it's a big 15-yard penalty and a first down. So instead of St. Mary's having it at the 49, Spellman has it at the St. Mary's 22, 1st and 10. They run basically the same wing tee that St. Mary's does. Off the left side with a surge. Barrero got a head of steam up. I think he got a first down. They put it at the 10. He picked up 12 and a first down. He's rushed for 61 yards. He's been the workhorse. They give it to him again. Bangs on top of the whole mess of bodies. He didn't go down. He wound up on top of bodies. And he got an extra yard or two out of that. The ball's at the 5.
That results in a second down and goal ball from the 5-yard line.
Second and goal from the 5. We get a whistle. 30-second timeout. Just as they were snapping the football. Now they call a full timeout. Charge to Spellman.
Spellman.
.938 showing on the scoreboard clock. We had a scoreless second period. St. Mary's open up, get down 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, and they picked up 6. Looked like they were doing pretty well. But then they had 2 losses. Wound up 4th and 10. They threw an incomplete pass and turned it over at the 15. And now this will be the 14th play of the drive that started back at the 15-yard line. They go I formation with a wing to the near side. Straight ahead, walking in is Marrero.
Marrero, ball carry in, the Spellman touchdown.
Here's the replay.
St. Mary's 32,
Right there. Just banging through and over people. He runs hard. That's a crisp 85-yard drive by Spellman. They look for two.
Conversion is good.
And Marrero runs it in.
Left in the ball game. St. Mary's 32, Spellman 16.
Spellman, let's see if they go with an onside kick. They need two scores with just over 9 minutes left. So expect anything here. And they're putting it down flat, which probably means they're going to onside kick here. St. Mary's creeping up towards midfield. The ball has to go 10 yards before Spellman can touch it. But they don't. They kick it through at the 24-yard line. And now it's going to slip, fall, almost like it was dropping dead. That's Laundry. I guess I'll just fall down here. I got no place else to go. They're going to put it down at the 30-yard line.
On their own 30-yard line.
So if nothing else, St. Mary's can shrink the game up. If they can put a couple of first downs together. Connor Donahue is going to be the quarterback. They go double wing, faking it. Donahue keeps, gets a head of steam up, gets out to the 45, maybe beyond. Nice job by the quarterback. Picked up 16. First and 10. And we'll be under 9 minutes when they snap the football. St. Mary's 2 scores ahead. They go back to the double wing. They give it to the man in motion, getting it inside Spellman territory. That was Echeverria coming back in the ball game. Picked up 6. First carry of the second half.
6 on the play, second down and 4. Off the Cardinal Spellman, 48.
They go back to that wing T. Freeman straight ahead with a burst. Gets a first down and a little bit more. As he gets it to the 40-yard line, he picked up 8.
Gain of 9 on the play and a first down. First and 10, St. Mary's.
First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Now Derek O'Leary is back in at the quarterback spot. Coming to the near side, getting a good block, turning the corner. There was Sal Affolito getting his first carry. He picked up 8.
Gain of 8 on the play.
2nd and 2. So St. Mary's
Cardinal Spellman.
moving the ball, more importantly, moving the clock. Well on their way to going 3 and 1. Doherty keeps.
There's O'Leary on the keep.
Excuse me, Derek O'Leary with the keep.
No gain on the play. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
2.
Third and 2. Trying to go straight ahead, hit into a pile of people, bounced it to the outside, took the referee out of the play. Echeverria
Echeverria, the ball carrier.
was going off left tackle. It clogged up. He broke it to the outside. He picks up a big first down. Down to the 21. He gets 11 more.
Now, 1st and 10, St. Mary's. Ball for Spellman, 21-yard line.
He's closing in on 200 yards. We almost had 200 yards in the English game with Bangura. He went over 200 yards offense with a 95-yard pass play on top of his 3 touchdowns, rushing and the 1 catching. But he almost had 200 yards rushing, just shy. Echeverria is 18 yards away. We've reached the halfway mark of this 4th period. Motion coming out. You knew something was going to happen. Everybody moving around. Freeman finally took a step forward. They're going to knock it back to the 26.
15.
It'll be 1st and 15.
Ball for Spellman,
You could
26.
see that coming. They were wondering, should I be here? Should I be there? They moved around. When he finally got set, then they put a man in motion. And then the back took a full step forward before the ball was snapped. Freeman off that right side.
George Freeman, the ball carrier.
Gets to the 23.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Picked up 3.
Ball for St. Mary's, 23.
Second down and 12. Good look there at Derek O'Leary bringing the play back to the huddle. Derek is a junior. Little misdirection inside the 20.
Echeverria, the ball carrier.
Echeverria to the 18. He picked up 5.
In on the tackle. Gain of about 5 on the play. They will bring up a 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7
Ball for Spellman, 18-yard line.
at the 18. And he's eating up the clock. We'll be just about at 3 minutes when they snap the ball. I'm not sure why. Might have thought they were going to catch him, but Foley was well covered.
Leary's pass.
Pretty good
Number
basketball
50,
player,
Michael
too.
Hyde. Incomplete.
So they didn't try to run. They would run, 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 run. Now they decided maybe we'll throw the ball. They've only completed one pass all night. They bring the play back, 4th down. Stop the clock with just over 3 minutes left. Echeverria with the carry, turns the corner. He's got a 1st down and a lot more. He's going to walk in for the touchdown.
18-yard touchdown run. Hale and Echeverria.
That puts him over 200 yards. 205. That's his 4th touchdown. $70 yards in 10 plays, and I think it's Freeman going to try the extra point. It's bobbled. He drops it off. They're trying to push him in the end zone. He got in. Mark Nebo. Freeman, they bobbled the snap. Freeman had to throw it away. Nebo looked like he was dead inside the 5-yard line, and they just kept pushing and tugging. Here's the replay. Look at this. He's dead right there. He can't get in. He stopped right there. But second, third effort, a little help from his friends. So an unusual Freeman to Nebo. So it's 40 at the 16-yard line, catching it on the fly with a step out of bounds. Nice try. That's Foley, I believe. Shane Foley with a nice return.
Shane Foley on the return. Pushed out of bounds by 22, Zach Barton. Cardinal Spellman takes over 1st and 10, ball from their own 46-yard line.
5 touchdowns, and they've converted each time with the 2 points. Echeverria goes over 200 yards, 205, 4 touchdowns, along with a conversion, a 2-point conversion, and he caught a pass for 20 yards. Foley turning the corner.
Foley, the ball carrier. Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2, ball from the same area as 46.
307 yards rushing. They go from 146 to the other. 8 yards. St. Mary's 307 yards rushing. They've completed 1 pass. They've only thrown 3. The other 2 were incomplete. Getting ahead of steam up, turn the corner, down the sideline. He's going to go in for the touchdown. "46 yards. 54 yards in 2 plays.
46-yard touchdown on Shane Foley.
They go over 200 yards. They'll look for two. And they're going to nail Foley in the backfield, not close.
2-point conversion attempt is no good. 2:12 left in the ball game. St. Mary's 40. Cardinal Spellman 22.
Foley had 2 yards rushing at halftime. He's got 67 here. Marrera's got 71. St. Mary's has spaced it out. Donahue has 40. Freeman has 49. Echeverria, of course, the leader with 205. Onside kick. A pile up at the 46-yard line. St. Mary's comes up with it.
Spellman's onside kick is recovered by St. Mary's. St. Mary's
The quarterback, Derek O'Leary, at the bottom of the pile.
off their own 46-yard line.
So Echeverria with 4. Derek O'Leary with the other one. As we get a good look at Coach Driscoll talking to his quarterback. 11 ticks, over 2 minutes left. Spellman has 217 yards of offense, 12 first downs. Freeman off the right side.
Freeman, the ball carrier. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7.
They're going to give him
For St. Mary's.
the 49. That puts him over 50 yards rushing at 52. And St. Mary's, with another first down, conversely just run the clock out. Off the near side. And that's Donahue. Getting it to the 47 of Spellman. He picked up 5. He's got 45 yards rushing. We're under a minute.
Ball for Spellman, 47.
Donahue straight ahead for a first down, and that'll do it. They really don't have to run another play. He picked up 10.
Ball for Spellman, 37.
They line up, they're going to take a knee, I think. They don't even have to run a play. They can just stand there and watch the clock run out. They take the knee, and that's going to do it. So St. Mary's going to get back on the winning track. New coach, Sean Donahue, is going to get his 3rd win. He's going to take St. Mary's to 3-1. St. Mary's, all St. Mary's in the first half, they scored on their first 4 possessions. 59 yards in 2 plays. Echeverria went 48. Freeman with the rush, 8-0. After a recovery on when the next kick bounced off a lineman, recovered by Zach Barden. 48 yards in 5 plays. The quarterback, Derek O'Leary, snuck in from the 1. Freeman with another rush. It was 16-0. A big interception got tipped up in the air. Jack McGuire made the nice play, picked it off at the 31. 4 plays later, Echeverria went in from the 7. He ran in the conversion. It was 24-0 at the end of 1 period. They, on their next possession, starting in the tail end of the first, took them 4 plays to go 61 yards. Echeverria ran for 35, ending the first period. Then he went 39 for the touchdown. It was Connor Donahue running in the conversion, and it was 32-8 at halftime. No scoring in the third period. In the fourth period, spilling over from the third period, "16 plays, 85 yards by Spellman. Marrero went in from the 5. He took care of the conversion. It was 32-16. St. Mary's took the kick, went 70 yards in 10 plays. Echeverria getting his 4th touchdown, going 18. And that wacky play, when they were going to kick the extra point, the snap was bad. Freeman picked it up, dumped it off to Mark Nebo, and somehow he powered his way, breaking a few tackles, getting in for the 2-point conversion to make it 40-16. They kicked off from the 46, 54 yards in 2 plays, both of them by Foley, Shane Foley. He picked up all 54. The last one was 46 for the touchdown to make it 40-22 when the conversion was no good. And that was the final score, 40-22. St. Mary's winds up with 325 yards rushing, 1 completion for 20, 16 first downs. For Spellman, they go over 200, 159 rushing, 58 passing, 12 first downs. Marrero had 71 yards rushing. Foley had 67. On the other side, the big guy, Echeverria, 4 touchdowns, 205 yards rushing. He caught a pass for 20 and ran in a conversion. Freeman had 52 yards. Donahue had 55 yards. Doherty snuck in for a touchdown. Nebo had contributed with conversion. Freeman had a couple of conversions. St. Mary's perfect on their 2-point conversions. And they win it, pick up their 3rd win as they go 3-1 on the season. They win it 40-22, their first venture, and Sean Driscoll's first venture into the Catholic Central League. They go 1-0 in the league. They go 3-0 on the season. Spellman will drop to 1-3. The final score, St. Mary's 40, Spellman 22. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.